in Bristol. They were visited by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex 2 years ago. The boxing club, where the charity Empire Fighting Chance is based, was actually one of the first places in Bristol where people of different races were encouraged to mix right back in the 1960s. And I had a good chat with Courtney and Iesten about their views of monarchy today and the trip that Harry and Meghan took to visit their boxing club.
Yeah, so it was a snowy day in Bristol. So we were out the night before and the morning of, gritting the car park and getting ready for their visit. And when they came, it was amazing to see the way that they interacted with everybody in the gym and took the time out to speak to every young person that they came across. You know, I can just speak nothing but highly about the day, and it was fantastic to have them here.
And you still look back on it and remember it. And accounts at the time I read in the Bristol papers were saying that it wasn't the place you would have expected royals to visit.
No, that's what I mean. I mean, we're in, some people might say it's not the nicest of areas. So to have members of the royal family come and visit, it was a massive thing.
Iesten, you had a particularly interesting time with Harry, and I wonder if you can just tell us a little about it, because it was moving to read about it, even 2 years on.
So basically, I was one of the two people that were picked to greet them at the gym. They finally arrive, and then you realise that you don't really think about it too much. But then when they come in, it's like, oh my God, I've just I'm meeting a royal. So he comes in and there's just chatter going on about what happens at the gym. And then he says something to me. And it was something quite personal, but it was perfectly acceptable. And obviously it's an overwhelming moment, and I just kind of feel myself breaking down, and I just go into tears. And then the experience, it's an experience I've had that he's had as well. So he understands where I was coming from. Then on, he decided to take me for a chat before we have a tour around the gym, etc.
Yes, and we can say this is about the death of a parent, in fact.
Yeah, yes, it is.
And you had a one-on-one chat?
Yeah, it was a one-on-one chat, just me and him for around 15 minutes.
Did that mean a lot to you?
Yeah, it made me feel like, I felt, it sounds kind of cringe, but just felt special for a moment. It's like something not everyone would get.
Do you think about, hate any of the royals? Iesten, do you have a view on the royal family? Are you much engaged with them?
Just my whole view on the situation, I just don't understand it. I just feel like a lot of stuff is unnecessary. Like I've been saying to my mates, they're so perfect that people have to find something just so they can have something on them. I just don't get why people are like that, but yeah, that's just my view on it.
And you're thinking of people, or you're thinking of the press, or you're thinking of the other members of the royal family?
Well, I'm not too sure where it's coming from. I'm assuming it's the same as social media. You've got people out there who like to bring people down. Same with the press. I know they like to do stuff. I have no idea about other members of the royal family. That could literally just, for my knowledge, it could literally just be made up by, again, the press or other people on social media.
What's your take on that, Courtney?
So I think with them, and I can only speak from experiences of meeting them, that they seem like such genuine people. And I think instantly they both put me at ease. Meeting someone of that stature, I think, is natural to sometimes get a bit nervous, but they completely erase that, talking to you on the same level, you know, treating everyone like a human being. And I think sometimes that can be lost from what I see from the royal family.
They open up a lot more, I think, really are much more willing to show their emotions and their feelings.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yes, are you someone who likes to share and values, if you like, the kind of conversations that Harry and Meghan have opened up about mental health or about race or about all these kinds of things?
I feel like no matter who you are, what status you are, you should always be open. I feel like it's the best way for people to understand you. Shows you're not basically showing a fake face. You being who you are is the best for everyone, because you're showing your true colours, your true self. If you're a good person and you show it, people will know and understand it. And if you hide it, you always get eventually found out to be a bad person, which I don't think anyone in that space of Harry and Meghan are bad people. And I've seen it, I've experienced it myself. There's no way someone fake, hiding anything, could do that to someone. Make them feel so good about themselves, make them feel happy, talk to them one-to-one. Like, there's no way on this earth anyone fake could do that.
Courtney, they've opened a conversation about race in the last 24 hours. I don't know, what's your reaction to what has been said about the royal family? Just give me your thoughts on where they have taken this national conversation on race at the moment.
Yeah, I think if the allegations are true, then it is very, very disappointing. Particularly one comment struck me about somebody in the household asking how dark the baby will come out, how dark the skin colour will be. From my own experiences, is something that I've experienced in the past, with people talking about the colour of my skin, being a mixed race male, and sort of maybe ignorant sort of questions like, oh, when it's sunny outside, do you tan? I don't know whether it's just people not understanding or trying to be ignorant, but yeah, is a conversation that spreads so far across the world. I mean, it just shows that it goes from the very top to the bottom, you know?
So it's good for them to have brought that out, right out there, put it on the table, and everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, because it needs to be a conversation to be had, but not out there to spout hate or anything like that. But I think people need to be aware of sometimes there is conscious or unconscious bias towards people because of their skin colour.
Harry and Meghan are not working royals anymore, and clearly there's been an enormous breakdown in relations between the family and the two of them. Do you want the royal family to still be here, an institution in this country in 50 years' time? Iesten?
I feel like if everything was to do with what obviously Harry and Meghan did down at the gym, that's a massive positive, like, for everyone. But on the other hand, obviously there's commotion between them and the royal family, as in Harry and Meghan, which shouldn't be a thing.
Well, I think if, like some people do, they sort of look at the royal family as being an inspiration. As the United Kingdom, the majority of us are so accepting of different races and different cultures, but yet it seems that our own royal family are not accepting of that.
Views on monarchy. Courtney and Iesten, they're both involved with the Empire Amateur Boxing Club in Bristol.